So I said in everything, because the words control everything, the words have to be in play. And if you know what the word means, then you know what's actually going on. Let me see here. Okay, there I am. So look, who noticed this? Did anybody notice this? Who noticed this? That when I was watching Buddy like 4 or 5 years ago when he was running with Obama, I said even personally in a mental note to myself when I was doing the etymology on Obama, right? The Barack, the savior, right? The Kool-Aid. Everybody was asking me about Obama, and I was like, honestly, it's really the vice president guy. If that guy ever becomes president, we need to watch out, because that name right there, that's actually what I said. I got it on recording. To look up now, here we are, what, 6, 7, 8 years later, and we're at this point. Now, the first thing that you need to understand is that, for instance, like when Trump came through, the reason why we didn't have any wars, because I've lived through, I don't know how many wars now at being 43 years old. Like I'm glad we haven't gone live. You know, we've been the most powerful army in the world, right? So if you gonna go, that means you signed up and didn't have to go forcibly. But I've literally lived through at least 10 to 12 wars since I've got here on the planet. And the only time that I can remember that there wasn't a war was about a few years ago, because that person was already committed to starting a civil war. Meaning that when Trump was in office, it was a civil war that was being waged, and the people were basically put into this 50-50. This is what they want, because you need a 50-50 to get a civil war. But in the previous times, though, you always had, like, you know, there was almost like a 70-30 going on, where 70% of the people were in agreement with the legislation and the powers that be. But when they kept it like that. They know how to manipulate these polls, right? However, when they start pushing it towards a 50-50, now you know it's about to be civil war. And that's kind of how it was. They had half of the folks on Trump's side and half of the folks on the Democrat side, right? And by the time the campaign was over, that's where America was, if you may. They were split. So that was the agenda, to do that to the Uniteds, right? Because that also happened in the United Kingdom in a few different ways. But now it's being done to the world, because now they're trying to make people determine who is really the side that you're going to jump on. And when you notice, you go into any kind of news thread, comment thread, and you see what's going on, oh my goodness. Anybody who has just been stumped on by the United States is on Russia's side. Anybody who is you see what I mean? So it's just like, there's every single, if you're a neo-Nazi, if you're a Nazi, then you're with Ukraine, because you see what I mean? So it's just like every single little small little pigeonhole, nook and cranny, crazy category that they have created, they still have now boiled that down to a 50-50. Either you're on this or this. But what do these words really mean? Is anybody familiar with the stock market or gambling or any of that? What do these two words mean in that realm? Because they have a real definition. What does it mean to place a bid, and what does it mean to place a put? A bid is when you're ready, you're going in. You may even be doubling down. This means that you're looking at the situation and you're ready to take whatever it is at the cost of what it is. Versus a put is you anticipate that it is going down. You put a price at what is going to go down, and when it goes down, you actually make money because you were able to make that call. So when you think about this from an energetic level, in a nutshell, what you can really say is that it's that gambling of everybody's energy, to where both sides are losers, but once again, it's red team or blue team, right? And then the Matrix rolls out its next level of shenanigans, as if the one we can't speak of, that thing that starts with C, is just gone already. And then the new wave of tyrannical, the new tyrannical wave is here.